I've won and lost against the best. This old road's been a hell of a test. But I'm still driving, I ain't slowing down. There's rules I'd love to break and bend, mistakes I've made again and again. But I tell you this, my friends, I'm still around. I hit it hard, man, so far, man. No laying up, no holding back. Ain't afraid of nothing, it's a natural fact. I hit it long, man, till it's gone, man. Keep taking chances, live at large. I hit it hard.
And welcome back to another episode of Average Goats. This is Season 1, Episode 7. I'm Pappy with the Hanger Brothers as usual. How's it going today, guys?
Cold.
It's freezing, snow.
Cold week.
Snow. 80s the snow. How you liking it?
Not so much.
You really working on your game?
No. Still haven't logged around yet.
I'm glad we got the driving range open all around.
Yeah. Worked your ass off to get it open.
Yeah, now everybody's like in their cars just staring at it or in the bars. And
I did see somebody out there banging balls today.
Ricky Oliver.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Breaking news. Ricky Oliver's fighting off the Shanks.
Get ready for tomorrow.
He was struggling, it looked like.
He is getting ready for tomorrow. Spoiler alert, we'll be talking leagues. League play is starting here in Northwest Indiana and kind of go over some different clubs, what they do and whatnot. But let's get right into it. The PGA Tour was this week, and old man Stuart Sink won again. Pretty exciting story. What did you guys think of it this weekend?
I didn't watch a whole lot of the RBC because I was busy, but interesting to see Stuart Sink get a second win in this wraparound season, especially with his son on the back. I thought that's pretty cool.
Yeah, 2 wins for Stewie Sink now in the last 12 months, 8 months actually, right? Son's on the bag. I think they've made over $3 million in the 2 wins.
3.3.
Yeah, so just think
Not
about
too bad.
Think
Not
about
bad
that.
at all. And he's like just passing time before he goes back to grad school or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if he
Does he
gets
keep him around for a bit, you think?
If he gets the 10%, he's at $300,000 just for the 2 wins, let alone anything else.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I
You got to roll with the hot hand, don't you?
I don't know how he can go to school and not stay on the bag for a while, right? I mean, school will always be there.
Stay in the bag, and then when another young gun comes up and he needs a caddy, you can go to him and be like, hey, by the way, my dad's going to the senior tour. I'm not going to that. I'm here. And then get on the loop for someone else.
Yeah, he's got a cool look to him, too,
Just not
the longer
Cooch.
hair. And
Just can't go to Cooch.
yeah, he's probably definitely getting paid from his old man, right?
Yeah. But it's cool. That father-son golf relationship on the golf course. It's cool to watch them sit there and work through their yardages and stuff. I thought that was cool when they'd do that during the coverage, figuring out the math.
They're pretty deliberate on the greens, too, aren't they?
Yeah.
Looks like it from talking and picking lines and stuff.
There was a couple times where they were in the fairway working on some distances, and they had some wind, obviously, and they got the club wrong, actually, and he went over the green, so it's kind of interesting to see the reaction after the fact of what their demeanor was with one another and who's blaming
is it
who.
more of a caddy player argument, or is there more of a son-father argument? Yeah, for sure.
I did get to see the shot with the ball against the stick. That was pretty interesting. Did you guys have played it just the same, or would you have attempted to move the stick to hope the ball
Pine
stays?
cone with Horschel?
No. Stewie Sink had a ball in the waist bunker against
right,
stick.
yeah.
Hit it up there close to the green and almost made the putt, but
see, I think I would have moved the stick because if it's in the sand, it's in a waist bunker, it's more unlikely to move, I would think, right? It's got to be settled down in the sand a little bit rather than like in the grass where it could oscillate and then you get penalized, don't you think?
You would think, but some of that stuff's pretty firm. It's not really
firm and
sand.
flat.
Yeah.
Looks like a rock type of thing. So it should have probably sat down a bit, but that's a pretty big stick it was lying against. I mean, that ball could have literally went anywhere. Yeah, and what would be fun to see is an amateur hit that ball rather than a professional know how to get that ball, the club on it.
So Friday we're gonna do some stick shots.
Because he came down right on top of it, we would smoke the stick and.
It would probably come up and hit me in my forehead or stick me right in my eye.
Yeah.
Let's get that on video and YouTube it. Unreal. Honestly, overall, I kind of thought it was kind of a lackluster clunker of a tournament. I mean, Stewie Sink kind of grabbed it from day one, and
Stewie Sink.
And it was I don't know.
He had the tournament by the balls the whole time.
Yeah, it was kind of just.
Well, Cam Smith led day one, right?
No. Stewie did. He was off to the races. He was 7 under day one, wasn't
Yeah.
he?
I thought Cam Smith was 7 or 9 under, and then
He was too
Stewie
busy.
Sink after round 2 was at 12 or something.
He was too busy using his new mustache comb.
Well, he was out there fishing too.
Yeah, I don't. I just weird. It's weird. All you hear is about the young guns, the young guns, the young guns, and here's this 48-year-old guy now, just like you said, grabbed a tournament by the, I'll say, neck, and just never really relinquished it, and was almost like on auto,
Yeah.
like autopilot.
Going in on Sunday, he had, what, 4 or 5 shot lead still?
And like you guys said, second win of the year, so it's kind of.
Yeah.
You think he's juicing or something?
Juicing, I don't know.
done
I think he's just
something
swinging
illegal?
easy. I mean, it's got to be pretty
You talking
cool.
about like mashing fruit and getting the juice?
I
or
don't know.
Deer
I don't
antler
know.
spray?
Yeah, the deer antler spray from VJ Singh or
I think it's probably
Blue Chew.
just relaxed, having fun with his kid, and it's translating into good golf, really, you know?
He probably just thinking I'm going to ride this out until I am 50 and I'll go over to the Champions Tour and I still got some, from winning the Claret Jug, I still got some.
Was that
Invites
2009 that he won the Claret Jug?
I don't remember.
11.
I just remember he didn't really win it. Tom Watson 3-putted.
Yeah.
I think that was 09.
I was just happy also to see that my pick finished ahead of you guys for the first time. Maybe.
Wow.
Dustin
All
Johnson.
season.
Yeah, taking the best golfer in the world. Way to really go out on a limb there.
Yeah. I wouldn't say he lit it up by any means, but he did hit that backward shot pretty spectacular. Flipped it over.
But yeah, I think that course got beat up a little bit, scoring wise.
A little bit, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you
By
can
one guy, I mean, yeah.
hit the ball in the right spot, you can easily chew it up.
I think, you bring that up. I think that's a real eye-opener for us average goats to see. We talked about it last week. Last year they played in June, and it's the Bermuda. And it played a little tougher, a little firmer. This year it's the overseeded rye. They got to water it more and whatnot, and the ball sits up more on ryegrass and stuff like that, so they're able to kind of go pin seeking a little bit more.
Right.
So I think that's a good way. If there wasn't a pandemic, we would have never seen that comparison
Difference.
to different season. Kind of like with Augusta, we saw one in November, and then we saw one in April. So I think that's maybe a positive or kind of a cool side effect of the pandemic. So
I don't think that place plays as long as some of the other tracks, right? I mean, it was only like
It definitely
70,
doesn't.
100 yards or
Yeah.
something like that. So
par
that's
71.
a little different, yeah. So
I think it's more target golf and more, it's a place where a Stewart Sink should compete.
yeah,
Yeah, it's more target golf. You got to think your way around and kind of plot because you can be in the fairway but still
Blocked
be blocked
out,
out by
yeah.
trees or.
He did his post-round interview in the locker room there, and he was basically saying they're asking him some things about comparisons to back in the day to today on distances and how he feels his swing is compared to then, and he basically said that he's actually longer today than he was back 20 years ago.
equipment
It has to be
has to be right
because his swing
doesn't look any
almost
different.
looks a little shorter actually.
Pilates,
Pilates, him and
little yoga and
Arietta.
Pilates.
little reverse underground cow or dog, something squatting dog,
Downward dog?
whatever.
That's a
It's got to be
yoga trick
Got to be the Pilates and
or the
intermittent
antler
fasting.
spray. I mean,
I'm
His son's a
guessing
big
it's
boy, though.
probably, I'm
His-
guessing it's probably like a mixture of working out, probably eating better, being more conscious of that, and the technology.
yeah.
Just tells us everything that we're not doing.
Well, I'm more of the John Daly school of golf. I'll shotgun a beer on a couple tee boxes, and that'll get me loosened up. right?
100% agree.
Yeah.
I mean,
Go
Have your
lose.
Pilates,
Go
have your,
lose.
have your kale drink in the morning. I'm
works
gonna have
every
this bush
time,
latte.
70% of the time.
Go lose $1.3 million in a slot machine at Vegas after you win a tournament.
I mean, we're average goats. We're not doing this for a job. So
Work
With a
out
shotgun
for a
beers.
week straight, and then take a couple weeks off, and then get
Yeah.
back on the.
These
These
are the
pros-
thing about their life. You wake up at 7 and you're not worried about going to the office or you're not worried about going to the construction site or whatever
Yeah.
us average goats are doing. And I wake up and I have my fresh fruit or my prepared breakfast or my
Physio.
And then I go to the top notch place to work out. And then I
Yeah.
have a shower. And then I go to the club and have some lunch.
I think I heard
And then I
it.
hit some balls. And then I go play 18 hole. I mean, and a world championship course because I'm a pro. So
Yeah.
Well, even the fitness
What a
van,
life.
even the fitness van that follows the tour around, that thing is
probably better than
spectacular.
any
gyms.
24-hour fitness anybody's ever been in.
You talk about shotgun a beer before your tea time, and I think I saw this from Spieth a few years ago, or it could have been somebody else, but I think it was.
Shotgun during the round.
No, or that too.
You got to start off
But-
with a cocktail, but yeah, go ahead.
But I'm pretty sure they were talking about his like regimen the week of a tournament or when he's playing or something like that, and he acted like he could feel the effects in his swing from a beer 2 days prior that it had so he doesn't drink during those, when he's consistently playing and in tournament weeks because he can feel the effects of that, and it's just
Really?
kind of like, wow,
Wow.
2 days ago.
Am I a big pile of shit?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, really make an average goat feel good, right?
When was the last time you went without a cocktail for a week?
Try it often.
I was 17.
Try it often.
Yeah.
About a day and a half in, you're like, well, what am I going to do
Man,
now?
I've been pretty good.
Yeah.
Had a salad. I didn't have any pizza. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could have 6 beers.
Of course, record's not in jeopardy, right?
Right. Absolutely. So then now they're moving down to Louisiana, where they say "Laissez le bon temps rouler." You know what that means, Michael?
No, I'm not even sure what you just said.
"Laissez le bon temps rouler"? No, it's Cajun. It means let the good times roll.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
Yeah, a little Louisiana talk for you.
I've been to New Orleans once for
Really?
a golf trip. Yeah.
And did you do the Hurricanes, the Pat O'Brien Hurricane?
We did have 1 or 2, I think. It was just a drinking only because the wait time in there for food was crazy long. But we had one, yeah. It was fine. Nothing spectacular.
Yeah, it's the second and third one that get you.
Yeah, they're pretty tall, so we didn't stick around. We didn't stick around for
When you
too
get the
long.
second one, you're like Frank the Tank, fill it up again, and
Yeah.
then halfway through that third one, you're like,
Uh-oh.
oh shit, get me to the hotel now.
just hit
Going
you.
streaking.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah, that was actually for a cider cup trip.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep,
So you guys played some golf down in Louisiana.
we did. Yeah,
Where'd you play? In New Orleans.
nothing fancy. Nicholas Course. What was that place called?
That
One
sounds
was,
fancy.
one was a city course.
City Park was
One
the
was a city park.
City Park course. That was kind of just an average course, but it was fine.
It was
the
a neat-
Nicholas course was good. What was the name of that place? I don't know, but they were redoing. They had something happen to the greens, so they were in the process of.
Regrass them with a different type of Bermuda.
It was a ridiculously hot.
They
stretch
lost.
as
They
well.
lost some of the greens, so somehow they had gotten like shrunk to like a fraction of the size before they were getting ready to like redo them all. So they were tiny. Like there was one green, it's a short par 4 on the back there, that was kind of the depth was only like 8 paces, if that, in the middle. You couldn't. It was just like stupid skinny.
I didn't play that day. I tore the other course.
Oh boy.
Wow. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Anyways, while you were there, did you have any crawfish or alligator?
Po' boys. Had
Okay.
some po' boys. Had some grits.
Yeah, oyster po' boys for sure. I'm a big fan of oyster po' boys. And then
When anybody brings up grits, sorry to cut you off, but I think of that part of My Cousin Vinny
great movie.
when he goes off on the guys. Were these instant grits? No self-respecting Southerner makes instant. Where'd you get these grits then? Same guy that sold Jack the magical beans.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
It is very
Yeah.
underrated. When he comes in that suit,
Oh yeah.
That's classic.
freaking suit.
Frog legs though at Emerald Lagasse's restaurant. I think the best frog legs I've ever had in my life.
Nice.
They were fantastic. And I have to give a shout out to Cody Wedden
The dam.
because he brought up frog legs last weekend, and I commented on there. So Cody, if you listen, they were from Emerald Lagasse's place in New Orleans.
There you go.
Best frog legs ever.
When I was there, honestly, the best. This is so meatball Chicago boy right here, but the best gumbo
Good
I had.
meatball.
The best gumbo I had in jambalaya was actually at Ditka's. I don't even think it's open anymore.
Nice.
But we were down there for the Sugar Bowl in 2001. Illinois got spanked by LSU. You're welcome, Rohan Davey, for your big paycheck. And we were like, hey, let's go to Ditka's before the game, and it was pretty good grub down there. But
If I were a betting man, I'd say it's probably not open, but
probably not.
yeah.
Probably not. They should have kept it open since the guy sold a whole draft just for Ricky Williams. But anyways, the Zurich Classic, New Orleans, TPC, Louisiana. Pretty interesting format. It's a team event. 2-man teams. I guess, they kind of get together with a buddy or someone that they play with a lot. Who you guys liking? What's the big story for this weekend you're looking forward to?
I think the team format's pretty cool. This is obviously the only tournament outside of a Ryder Cup or a President's Cup that they play on teams.
How long have they been doing this?
2015, I think, was the last year. Justin Rose won it. That was when it was a team or an individual event still. So I think that might have been the last year that it was an individual event.
I think it's cool to see team golf too. Some of these guys you can probably look at and say, oh yeah, they're probably good buddies, and then some of the other teams you look at and you're like,
They're just trying to get a W, or
it's like, okay, they're playing together because they're from the same country. Outside of that,
No,
they probably don't hang out.
I mean, this pairing's just a time in their lives when they were successful on the PGA Tour. Hunter Mahan and Bill Haas.
yeah, right.
Billy beat him in the
Yeah.
It just shows you how many.
Coca-Cola. Wasn't that the Coca-Cola at the time?
Just shows you how many people don't want to play in this
This is
event.
like
that they
that.
had enough
Was this
stats to get into
Or
it.
FedEx or
This is
whatever.
like the Puerto Rico Open.
Oh, there's a couple doozies in here I got written down for you guys. It's the Rocco Mediate one is my actual favorite.
What teams?
Trahan and Barnes.
Oh yeah, you keep going down the list. There's a couple doozies of like blasts in
Austin
the
and
past.
Rocco.
Yeah, Woody Austin, Mr. I slammed my putter over my forehead and snapped it.
Yeah.
Falling in the pond up in Canada.
Oh yeah, Scuba Man or Aquaman they called him.
Scuba
Man,
Steve.
there are some doozies in here. KJ Choi, is that Sun Kang?
How does Matt Jones and JJ Spawn? I mean,
Because they
where
got
do
nobody that wants to play in this
Dylan
thing.
Fratelli and Kevin Streelman. Come on. Who was your oddball teams?
Oh, I think we kind of the Woody Austin Rocco Mediate one kind of makes no sense to me. Like I said, they should be on the Champions Tour, but I don't think they have enough. They had some openings for this one and probably some sponsor things that they kind of snuck their way into it.
Yeah.
It's just kind of weird.
I mean, when's the last time Mediate played in a PGA event? I don't think I've seen his name in the field in a while.
I see him on the
The
range
only one he
a
likes
lot.
to talk about is the U.S. Open. He locked to Tiger at
On one
20
leg?
times. Yeah.
He'd still like to give Tiger some instructions on how to make a swing better.
I said I called the devil and I'd like to make a deal, and the devil was like, too late. I already made a deal with Tiger.
Yeah.
Did you see that story? What a
I don't think I did,
doofus.
but
It's in that Tiger Woods thing on HBO Max.
Yeah, you were talking about that.
It was pretty good.
Was it good or was it just interesting?
Well, we'll get to it later. Let's
so
wrap up
if
the Zurich.
if you're Bill Haas
Yeah.
and your phone rings and then you look down and you say it's Hunter Mahan, your first instinct is always calling about the Zurich Classic. Are you like, do I answer this? Do I not answer this?
How do you know the phone call didn't go the other way? I mean, we've talked about Hunter a couple times earlier this year playing well. Maybe it was Bill begging Hunter to let him on.
Could have been. But I'm just thinking, man, do I want to play with Hunter Mahan? I mean, I don't know.
I think you should look into that. Who's had the better year this year so far?
I don't know.
Because I might bet Hunter Mahan on that one.
Hunter had a lot of appearances at the beginning of the year.
Billy's
FedEx Cup. right?
FedEx is better. FedEx ranking currently
Michael, you going,
197 versus 221. I'm not saying those are good by any means.
Michael, you going with Doug Gim again?
I think my days of picking Doug Gim are gone.
One more time. One more time.
All right, so we making some picks here.
Yeah. If you guys want to think about it for a second, I got some tidbits on the course.
Go ahead,
Yeah, let's
Kevin.
hear him.
So the Zurich Classic at New Orleans is going to be played at the TPC of Louisiana, par 36 for 72. Going to play right around 7,400 yards for the guys. 2 assistants, 1 equipment manager, Joel. And you ready for this one? I haven't heard this one in a while. An agronomy administrative assistant.
Wow. You don't have one of those?
Oh, I'm putting it on the line tomorrow.
On the line.
On the line tomorrow.
Get it out
See
there.
what they do. And then they got 30 employees
You
and
boy.
25 volunteers. But what's really cool about this course is Pete Dye did it in 2004, and they did a greens renovation in 2019, and they did a bunker renovation in 2020. So I think the course should be pretty mint this week
Pretty cool.
for the competition.
Fucking mint.
And we were talking about earlier when we were off the air, the team format of this, round 1 and round 3 are called 4-ball. And we were kind of laughing about it. Only golf comes up with stupid shit like this. Just call it best ball,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, so we're playing best ball. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because you're taking the 1 score out of the 2 for your team total. So I brought it up earlier. Let's talk about it on the show. Do you think it's because people are like stupid and they would be like, "Oh, a scramble, best ball. That's what I play at the the Michelob."
I don't know
Outing.
if you're guys that don't play golf, right? And somebody says, "Oh, we're going to go play 4-ball," and you're really only taking 1 score. They're probably like thinking, "What the fuck is 4-ball?" You know?
4-ball's got to be everybody for themselves.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like the Ryder Cup and the President's Cup, though. They call it 4-ball, and then they have one that's called what, better ball or something like that.
No, I think 4 ball. Better ball
Same.
and best ball is the same.
Same, right?
Yeah.
But they have another
Better man.
They have another weird name that they use too for.
Pearl Jam, what? Better man? And then
That was a wedding singer line that I was throwing out there, but
Oh, sorry.
but that's a good song.
That's no sock in my crotch.
Vote for speed or vote for comfort?
Thank you very much, Pop. All right.
You ran over those cones. They could have been guests at my wedding.
They were cones.
Oh, man. Anyways, this episode's just off the rails already. Round 2 and round 4 of this tournament will be alternate shot. And I love screw your partner is what I call it.
Yeah.
Definitely on the average GOAT level. You guys get to play a lot of alternate shot.
I think alternate shot formats are fun. So at the club there's a couple a year that are like an alternate shot event that you sign up for. And then our horse race shootouts are alternate shot, which is fun.
Which it's fun for those that get to participate in horse races. Most people don't get to participate. So
Well, most people last more than one hole from the A flight.
Meow. Anyways.
But no, we do play alternate shot. Our member tournament, which is next weekend, there's a 9-hole
alternate shot
shot version.
We do a couple like club versus club, Ryder Cup style matches over by us with other golf courses, and alternate shot is usually one of the formats, and it's usually fun because that's the one where guys are like, man, you won't believe what Tommy did to me on the 7th hole today.
You have no clue where I had to hit from today.
And then, Tommy comes back, oh, yeah, asshole, well, you had me on 8 over there. So, screw your partner is what I call alternate shot. But so gave you a couple extra minutes to think about it. Joel, who do you like this week for the tournament?
I'm going to go with a couple of hot guys right now on the playing.
Well,
A couple of hotties.
talk about going off the rails.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Damon and Lanto Griffin.
Okay.
Wow.
El Caliente. Michael, who you like?
Not Medier and Woody. I'm going to go.
You going to go with Garrigus?
I'm between Bubba Watson and Scheffler and Horschel and Burns. I'll go Bubba Watson, Scotty Scheffler.
For extra credit, I'm going to just put it out there that Woody Austin, Rocco Mediate missed the cut. Bet you a 6-pack on that one, Mike?
Sure.
All right, good deal. Yeah, there's a lot of good groups out there. The Justin Rose, Henrik Stenson one kind of jumps off the board. I think that could be a really good team. Xander Schauffele, Patrick Cantley.
I really
You didn't
think
like
that's
that
a good.
one?
No, I do. I think that's a good team for sure. I'm
Okay.
still mad at Schauffele though. So
Tony Finau, Cameron Champa, twosome looks pretty tough to beat.
Rahm and Palmer.
See, that's
this
a weird
We were
pairing.
talking about this. Is this a buddy thing, or is this like
there's no way.
they just sign up? Maybe there's I
They've
want to
won
play with
this.
this person, and then maybe there's another list where like, hey, I want to play in it, but I don't have a partner, and someone does it at the PGA office.
I think Rahm and Palmer have won this event before.
It's just
Come
such
on,
a
look
weird
it up.
pairing, though.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure they're past champions.
as we go further with this show, I think we're gonna have to like have a stat guy or like know more
Stat
of this
boy.
stuff. You know,
I think, yeah.
go to this guy. Yeah, they did win once. You know.
And then have corrections at the end of the episode, or
Yeah.
what? Yeah. Pappy, you were wrong on
So are
every
you-
goddamn thing today.
So you've decided to go
I'm actually.
Sung Kang and KJ Choi.
2019. 2019.
Oh, so
Rahm and Palmer?
They're the defending champs then.
Yes.
Oh, Joel, you don't know jack shit. Well, we didn't say you didn't know. We just weren't sure on the year, right?
I'm actually going to go Graham McDowell, Matt Wallace.
You are a McDowell fan, aren't you?
I am. I'm a big GMAC fan.
Well, Wallace has been playing pretty well too.
Yeah.
No, this is strictly Graham McDowell.
Yeah.
I'm excited when he gets into a tournament. So
You hear that when he gets into a tournament?
he's been fighting hard. Past U.S. Open champion at Pebble Beach.
Him and Hunter
Give
Mahan
the man
both
his
been
respect.
fighting hard.
No, Hunter Mahan, no hardware. Graham McDowell, U.S. Open trophy. Who would you rather have as a career?
True.
I'll take Graham McDowell at Pebble Beach all day long.
What would you say Hunter Mahan is best known for then in his career?
Choking the flub at the Ryder
flub
Cup.
at the Ryder Cup.
The flub at the Ryder Cup?
Yep.
Yeah,
Or Sundog sunglasses.
that too. I love the shank in that WGC event from the middle of the fairway. That
I was going to say, I thought he was well
spectacular.
known for a shank too.
Oh, yeah.
So nothing good, nothing like winning. Or,
Billy Haas beating him in the whatever it was called that year. It wasn't the FedEx, I don't think, at the time.
Oh, when he hit out of the water?
Wasn't it called the Coca-Cola for a little while, or
I
Coke?
think that was the tournament. It was the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola, but it was the end of the FedEx.
Maybe that's what it was. But that's when they've had the holes flipped, right? Wasn't it? Because they didn't play. I don't know. I thought it was a different. I think they flipped those nines.
Pressing forward.
When Billy hit it out of the water. Let's do it.
Oh, man. Joel's just letting you sink in that quicksand over there.
I see that.
So we got our picks in, and we'll do an update next week on that. One of the things we wanted to talk about today was putters. And we were kind of going back and forth last week about how many putters some of us may have. And Michael put the stipulation on only bringing 3, but I see like 4 or 5 over by him. So he couldn't even follow his own rule, Joel. How do you feel about that?
I guess I didn't either because I only brought 2.
Well, it was like up to 3, but he brought like a Sunday bag over there full.
Sunday bag.
So,
I brought one of those putters back for him that he called me out on last week.
oh, yeah?
Yeah, you did. I appreciate that.
So I'll go first to kick this off. The putter that I'm using right now is this I-beam little Seymour, sorry, the old Payne Stewart one. You guys ever putt with one of these?
Yeah, they're pretty nice actually.
Yeah, lately though, as I look down on it, it looks like too blocky and too, like
Big.
mechanical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think Franklin's got one of those.
I don't like them because like you just kind of mentioned, the top line is so big.
Yeah, and it's just like too straight almost or something like that. There's no like rounded edges to it or sleekness, so it's like straight back, straight forward, straight back, straight forward. So, and the other one I've been kind of messing around with is a newer white Spider with a bench shaft and stuff like that. So, one thing I want to show you guys is I was talked into it a couple years was cutting my putter down, way down. So kind of see it with the Spider is I got to come back here, and I'm going to do that this week. I'm actually going to take 2 more inches off of this Spider and put a new grip on it. I like getting up over the ball.
That Spider felt pretty short when I was holding it the other day
Cutting
already.
it down.
How tall
What's
are
it
you?
at-
How
what's it
tall
at
are you?
right now?
6'1". Well, depending on what 7-Eleven I'm walking out of.
That's a.
Or
And
Family
you like
Express.
to have it at what'd you say? 33-inch putter?
No, like closer to 31.
Holy Toledo!
Yeah.
What's the current length on the Spider?
My back would hurt.
33.
My back would hurt.
It does, like if I'm out there practicing all day long, but like in a round, no, you're fine.
Yeah.
It just really makes me forced to get up over the ball in my eyes, like right over it. The one who got me started on this, I actually started this idea with a ping. I had an old like ping answer that I didn't really care about, and so Paul Boris over at Lakes of the Four Seasons talked me into. He's like, "Trust me, you got to try it on one of your putters. You said you got 20 of them. What does it matter?" So I went home, picked one out of the barrel, brought it up there. He's doing this. I'm like, "There's no way this is gonna work." I was like, "Put the cheapest, crappiest putter grip you got on this thing." Did it. And went out to the putting green the next day after the grip had dried, and I was just making shit everywhere and being right around the hole. That was the big thing, was taking 3 putts and turning them into automatic 2 putts or birdies.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Jack Nicklaus always said. He would throughout the week he would switch out putters just to get a different feel, and then he'd go back to old trusty and bingo.
So
Nice.
I didn't get the best look at those grips. What do you have for grips on those?
More of a
One's just a
Traditional
stock, kinda
stock?
like a traditional,
Super stroke.
and then a super stroke on the Spider.
Okay.
Yep.
And,
I have an
and
old Nike Method I was gonna bring in, but
you just said that.
what Nike Method? Yeah, but it's got counterweight in the grip. You guys ever done counterweighting in the grips?
some of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of like that too.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
What do you got, Michael?
Are you traditional grip too?
No, I have this grip I made up on my own.
All right. Well, let's hear it. People want to hear it.
Okay, so it's a double interlocking grip.
Oh wow.
Okay.
And then thumbs just right down there. And
Yeah.
the only lesson I ever took in my life was an actual putting lesson from an old pro on the south side of Chicago. His name was Tony Holquin. He actually won the Texas Open way back in the day, played in a couple Masters, and he was a big forward press. And so through the last couple of years with my putting struggling, I've noticed I've kind of gotten away from it, and I think that's why I'm going to be switching out of the Seymour, is to go something where I can do more of a forward press and get back to that.
Yeah.
Back in the day, they used to do more forward pressing because it was more pop putting because the greens weren't rolling 10s or 12s or 14s.
I forward press just to.
Just nothing
just a hair.
drastic. Yeah.
I got old trusty here that I've been rolling with for what, 2 years now?
That's
Maybe
that's
3?
Billy Baru, huh?
Yeah. What is this? Newport 2 from the late '90s, I think, '99, sometime around there, with the flat cat.
Jesus,
This is
that's
the
a whole Firestone tire on that
This
thing.
is the standard flat cat, not the oversized.
That's standard?
They make a bigger one,
Holy shit.
right? Or is this the bigger one?
I don't know.
But it's turned sideways, Justin Rose style.
Right.
So normally they go the other direction, but I have the flat side top and bottom, so the rounded part's in my palm. And I'm a cross-handed putter.
Yeah.
No interlocking, I don't believe, right?
No overlap?
No overlap or
Just
interlock.
baseball grip.
Yeah,
Okay.
on putting for sure. Yep.
Do you hit cross-handed on regular shots?
No. So that's been good putter for me. Picked that up from J&M, $70 a couple years ago.
Can't beat it.
No, it has a head cover, but only before the round and after the round. During the round, head covers are for pussies, Matt Kuchar style.
That's very depressing.
You don't put a head cover on that, Cameron?
Look at it. This is how I picked it up.
As he beats the shit out of the chair with it.
Take a look at that, viewers.
New ding on that one.
Yeah,
I couldn't do that.
that's how I picked it up.
Nope, couldn't do that.
Joel would probably have it refinished, but
Eh,
that's not happening.
The rest is good on it. You could put that in some Coke and
Joel, yeah.
The vinegar wedges really let me down Sunday in my round, if I'm being honest. There's like no zip on them. I was
Joel
like,
finally returned this putter. It's the old Super Stroke Terillium there.
dibs.
It's in okay condition.
that's in more than okay. It's in good condition.
Got a little nick in the face though.
Oh, yeah. I'll give you $50 for it.
Maybe $275.
I like that grip. I don't putt real well with this putter for some reason. Kind of push everything real bad. So don't know why that happened. And then the others are just random. One of the Bentonardi's that's like a fucking hammer. Because I don't like Bentonardi's, you know that. But and then a Ping Answer 2 that I putt well with, but I like the Scotty better. So
Okay.
I didn't listen again. I didn't bring my gamer. It's in my golf bag and my cart. I bought this last fall, Pro Shop Credit. It's a PXG, their new model that came out in the fall, Blackjack. If you tend to look down at it, first time, you're like, oh, that's a spider.
Right?
Yeah. If I would have known that, I wouldn't have ordered it.
Okay.
if you'd have known that it looked like a spider.
Yeah. Online pictures make it look like a lot bigger. So
Like almost like a Titleist, the Futura thing?
kind of.
Okay.
Not that size, but it just looks bigger than this.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say that.
Things in mirror are larger than the objects in mirror.
I was in the pool.
Yeah. On this one, I've tried it. I've putted with it. I don't like the feel.
You said something about the face insert, right?
It's got I don't know, like a polymer almost feeling face, so not a metal.
Is it an insert or is it just
No, it's all solid. It's just got these not honeycomb, whatever you call these.
Well, honeycomb's Bentonardi, right? Don't they do that or whatever they call theirs?
But yeah, it's just I don't like the feel.
Okay.
My gamer is actually first gen PXG Bat Attack, like a mini small version with a plumber's neck on it. And then another pride and joy in the old Scotty Cameron collection of 16 Scotties. This one still has.
Just throwing that out there.
This one still has the plastic on the grip. It's never hit a ball before. It's California Napa limited release. It's kind of a nice
I
one.
don't know if this is going to show up on the camera, but that thing's pretty sweet in person.
It's a good looking putter.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one will be hand me down to one of the kids someday.
Kind of reminds me of
Want to adopt me?
wasn't Phil using a putter similar to that for a little while?
Phil still uses this model putter.
Does he?
Yeah, he went back to it. He's been with it for.
So the one like vintage Phil, like from all when he's using a putter like that, it's that model?
I don't think his is a Napa. I think his is an Odyssey.
Okay.
Really?
But same shape and stuff.
With that
Right.
Yeah.
What do you call that neck? It's just slant neck, or what do you call that?
I don't know what this kind of neck's called.
It's a good looking putter.
But this is like,
Why have you never wanted to putt with that?
I don't know. I've been tempted to game it, and I just.
You never even put a ball like on your carpet with it?
Well, if you're gonna game it, just find a used one and game it, right?
Yeah, I've never putted
What's
a
that?
ball with it.
We were talking about this earlier today. What's that other putter you have that's a little bit bigger than that?
It's button back Delmar.
That putter is fucking sweet.
Yeah,
Badass. Have you seen that putter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's awesome.
the button
That
back.
finish on it's cool.
I like the new Delmar. Actually, the shape of it.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen it.
But
True story. 2 years ago, I bought a brand new Scotty Cameron.
I
and
remember
I
you hated it or something.
I couldn't miss with it. Practice sessions couldn't miss with it. And a night of league, I actually sold the damn thing for $200 cash in the parking lot.
Because you hated because you putted that bad.
Round
I
was
putted
that-
bad.
round
And
was
every
that
time I looked
good.
at it, and I would go back to the putting green, lights out, lights out, lights out. And I played with it maybe 5 rounds, and I finally said, enough's enough. Who wants this? And Dougie Fresh out at out at the seasons, like, I love Scotty Camerons. And he's like, oh, I'll give you a 150 for it. I was like, 200, I'm going to break it.
Yeah.
And he's like, don't break it. Here's your money. So,
What putter? Which one was it?
it was kind of like one of their ones that kind of like similar to the shape of a spider.
Yeah,
So
it was a mallet.
Yeah.
You talked about short putters
Mm-hmm.
and then brought up Scotty's.
I like short putters, and I cannot lie.
So, how many years ago has that been? 5 years ago, 4 years ago, I went out and picked up that Crown and Cameron and Crown or Crown, whatever it is.
It was a 30. It was
30
The model was 33 inches.
33 inches, sharp looking putter. Was gonna game it, rolled it for like 2 rounds, and I'm like, holy shit, this thing sucks. Back hurt because it's so short.
Yeah.
I just can't do the short putter.
No.
Just can't. No.
So you'll be going to the broom soon?
No.
He'll be going to the arm lock.
No, I don't
Kevin
like that. I'm
Kitchener.
just traditional.
Cheater.
I don't like the.
Cheater.
all
Yeah,
that.
Billy Horschel got
And I
it.
can't putt with a
Fair
mallet putter to save my life. I historically have been just an awful putter. Absolutely brutal. You heard that last week, I think, when I mentioned like 40 putts or so in that round. Ever since I went cross-handed the last few years, it's been way better controlling speed. I'm always way too aggressive.
Does
And
it help
shit
you release
flies
the
by.
ball a little bit better too?
A little bit, yeah. So on the longer putts, more accurate in the lag putting, essentially, than leaving it way short or hitting it way long. You know, that was always my struggle. Because speed-wise, I want to hit everything so hard.
Stone hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Saturday we had our first event at the club, talking about putting, and it was a ABCD shamble, right? Yeah. So, and I had 25 putts. So it's either I'm
You
making
chip a few in.
no, it's either I'm making a lot of putts or I'm hitting a lot of greens and I'm having a lot of 2 putts. Does that make sense?
What's wrong with 25 putts?
No, 25 putts is good, but it made me. I didn't use my gamer that day. I used a ping. I used a ping putter on Saturday.
You just got done telling us the other.
I know,
my
my-
and you didn't use it
No, I didn't. But I went home and I put the PXG right back in the bag.
Oh, no way.
after a 25 putt round.
No way.
I think on this. I think on this.
Michael's literally getting ready to call the devil like.
Oh, if I had
Rocco.
25 putts in a round, I'm shooting 60.
If I have 25
7.
putts in the round, the putter's never coming out of the bag.
Yeah.
I think I'd like the ping putter a lot better if I sent it in and had
So what do you think you hit on Saturday? Like 10 greens?
Well, it was a shamble, so there was only. I don't know how you want to calculate some T-balls because
Not worried about T-balls. It's greens and reg. And
Yeah,
then
you were
putting.
hitting your own
So were you
shots.
chipping close, or you were hitting your own shot after the T-ball?
I had
Yeah.
4 birdies.
So there's 4 greens. Well, unless
I
you had
shot-
par 5. Yeah, you still would.
I shot 70, I think. So
25 putts and you shot 70. Like, shouldn't that have been better?
you would
Have
think.
you have a doubler in there somewhere?
I think I did.
Had to.
I doubled.
Had to, or the math isn't working here.
I did double a hole, and I don't remember which.
Any
hole it
3
was.
putts?
No.
Okay. So going back to you real quick, though, when you are putting, just a conventional interlock grip?
Yeah, no, I don't interlock. I just overlap.
Okay. What about on your regular play? Overlapper?
Yep.
Wow. Michael?
I'm an interlocker with my
No.
regular play.
You're talking about iron and driver.
Iron? Yeah.
So putting, I'm overlap.
Right.
Regular, I'm 10 finger.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Interesting.
I'm an interlocker.
Baseball.
yeah.
You sure?
I got to pick up a club.
How do you not know?
I don't, because I played one round of golf in 3 months.
We know, in Florida, and he shot amazing. We all know. We have the tape. We'll rewind it and play it again later.
I think he finished like 10th though in the tournament
Out of 9.
out of 24.
It's not
no,
bad. Top 50. It's good.
yeah.
But no, like 3 years,
T10?
two or 3 years ago, I was always an overlap person with my irons and driver and stuff. And then 2 or 3 years ago, some people would call it a Jim Furyk move at the top, where I'd reroute it. And so I'm real wristy with my swing, which I try to manipulate.
Super Jim Furyk like.
Yeah, so I try to sometimes catch up with my wrist. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I went to the 10 finger, and I don't have that. So,
Hey, 70 with 25 putts. I'll take that all day long.
Yeah, you'd like that number to have a 6 in front of it.
but then last year, club championship, Michael let me go back to I tried an overlap grip, and he let me do that, and it didn't work out too well.
Way to go, Michael.
I wasn't even there the first day of the club championship.
I know.
You better make sure you get your shit in order for his tournament coming up in May. Don't be pulling anything like
Shotgun a couple beers.
that. Yeah.
When he asked me
It's
a question,
more about him, not you.
when he asked me a question, I'm going to say, go
you want their flag out.
go with what you feel.
He's over in the bunker puking when another player's
He's got a big gulp.
Yeah.
Joel, we're going to finish the round.
Bunch of-
I'm going to have a beer in my hand. Joel's going to be carrying his bag.
Yeah, Joel, carry your Gatorade. Why? There's a drink pouch right over here. It's filled with 8 Natter Days.
Yeah. But Saturday, I also did something different with the driver. I played the Mizuno ST200G driver, and I choked up about an inch all day and felt like I was taking it outside a bunch off the takeaway, but I was probably actually pretty close to being on plane because I've always told you my tendency is a snap hook,
Right.
my dreaded shot, and it worked perfect. I didn't miss a single ball left.
No
awesome.
snap hooks. That's always positive.
And no like
Or you just trying to hit slap take phase all day or what?
absurd blocks either. Does that
Man,
make
I'm just I'm finishing up that Hank Haney book for like the 3rd time, and I'm just thinking the big miss. You've cured the big miss.
Did you guys see the clip?
like a Hank Haney
This is
prodigy.
the perfect opportunity. The clip of DJ on the range, and they're talking about, do you ever hit a draw? And he says, no, never. Like, do you never try to hit a draw? And he's like, oh, I might have hit one last year. Never, ever, with any shot, is he hitting a draw.
nor is he putting it with inside 50 yards.
Huh?
He'll never hit a ball with inside 50.
Oh,
He'll never hit a ball
yeah.
to 50 yards or out, or 50 yards or in.
Yeah.
Because he's
True.
not comfortable with that distance.
Yeah, I thought that's very interesting. Us as amateurs, we're thinking, oh man, we got to hit that big, hard, high draw, right? It goes forever. And he's like, I'm not hitting a draw ever.
Oh, and you can pump that power
One
fade
shot.
out there.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to mention that one picture of him and then Jim Carrey when he's standing out and he's got his ass punched out, and then you got Jim Carrey from Dumb and Dumber when he's wearing the orange suit. Have you seen that one?
I don't know.
Okay.
This is a wild episode.
So now that we're done talking about putters, we kind of talked about it earlier today. League season starting around these parts, and your guys' league starts tomorrow. Snow yesterday, snow today, league tomorrow. Sounds good.
So speaking of, not to cut you off again,
Yeah.
because I do this sometimes, but
Yeah.
putters.
Every week.
It is every week. We need some
Sometimes twice a
more
week.
Facebook engagement.
Yeah.
So we need to see some putters.
Yes.
Okay. We want to see what the club head looks like and what the grip is, because grip is just as important on putters nowadays, I feel. So first,
Can we put a post out on Facebook when we're done cutting the show, and we'll say,
Yeah.
what's your putter, what's your grip?
yeah,
And let's-
but we're doing a giveaway. So first person, you think, or a random draw of a putter, whoever posts it first, or are we doing a random draw of whoever posts?
I don't know. What are we giving away?
I don't know what dozen average goats,
They'll give away a dozen Vice
vice average goats, golf
customized
balls.
average goats golf balls.
Okay.
For the first person, or just a random?
No. Random.
Whoever posts a picture of their putter.
Once we get to 30 posts, the first 30 people will be thrown in the hopper.
There you go. I like it.
Bingo.
All right.
I'm going to post 7 different putters. 7 different posts. I'm going to get my name in there.
One entry.
Yep. So going back to, I like that idea. You can interrupt me anytime with ideas like that. But going back, we got league starting. You guys, your league over here is, what do you guys do? Is it like 2 versus 2, or because over at the Seasons we play one where it's me and my partner, but like I would play the counterpart on the other team that's comparable to me, and then my partner plays the other partner in a match, and then we have a team match. So there's 3 different matches going on for the night. How do you guys do it over here?
4-ball.
Ours is net though, not gross.
Yeah, net best ball.
You want to talk about something that mind screws me every time? Net, gross, net. That
Oh
I
yeah.
got to look it up on my cheat sheet almost every time.
Yeah, net best ball. So
10 points available.
10 points available.
Winner takes
1
the
point
last
per
point.
hole, and then whoever wins gets the last point. 10th point.
Okay, so if we tie, it's a half and half?
Correct.
Okay. Interesting.
So yeah, always pins and skins involved.
1 week's gross, 1 week's net.
Actually, that's
for
2
Has
and
there ever
2.
been like a big swing,
2-2.
like, oh, we're down 4 points to this team, and then they go out and they take 8 points?
Yes.
Wow.
There has been. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Everybody gets jacked up for league, right? So we're within 24 hours of league kickoff, so it's pretty exciting shit, even though the weather's shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, just as long as we got cards.
Joel and I have had to change our approach to league after struggling the first couple of years.
You guys are partners?
We are partners.
You guys ever get in some brotherly arguments out there?
Never.
No,
Really?
no,
You
he
see that
gives
pretty
me some.
quick.
He gives me some looks sometimes when
Is that because Joel goes high all the time? You take the high road, Joe?
Usually Michael will get pissed off when I'm trying to all right, quit playing like a fucking idiot.
Oh no, come on, Joel.
Quit playing like a dumbass.
Come on.
Just makes a triple on 4 and all right,
That's your hole.
you got it.
By the way, the bunkers are filled in on 4. Good to go for tomorrow. so.
Perfect.
Nice.
No, we don't get into it
Don't
too
come
often.
up
Every
short,
now and
right?
then, I have to give him a look. Like, what are you doing here? When he's trying to hit like driver on 6 and he's getting a stroke a handful of times.
He's trying to go over the water instead of just hitting 5 iron,
He's
7 iron.
What's your handicap currently?
It's trending.
He gets like
It's
twice a
trending.
year he gets a stroke, and it's on that hole, and he's going over the water.
Well, I mean,
So I give him a look there when he walked away with a 5. A 4 would have done the trick.
I think the biggest story coming out of the league will be the first person on number 6 who hits the new pump house. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's a tin roof. So
Should they go sign their
Bam.
name where that thing gets dented?
don't you dare sign anything on that building.
But yeah, we changed our philosophy the last couple of years because we played a little too nice out there, having too much of a good time and not getting shit done. So we went more cutthroat.
So now you're like Globo Gym?
yes.
Yeah, just we'll talk. We'll be friendly after the round, but we're getting our points, and
Really?
I mean
This
we
is
still
cutthroat for you guys.
we still drink and have a good time, but we're just
Just not with the other team.
yeah
Nice.
yeah
Wow.
yeah.
Pappy's real.
I'll have to do some interviews on the patio and get the real feeling of the other groups on the Hanger Brother. Do some.
They're gonna be
Oh,
like
yeah,
those
they're
guys
all
are
right.
assholes.
They're assholes. They're over there drinking, having fun, and then they
Yeah.
make me putt this 2-footer. They already had 8 points. Jerks.
No, if that's the case, if we were up big, then no. But
Well, it depended if we needed it.
yeah,
We know where we stand on the points, so it depends if we need it.
Yeah, I get it. You're cutthroat.
Yeah.
how about yours?
So wait. So with this new theory, have you guys done pretty good? Have you made it to the season?
He
ending
wanted to just hear
steeplechase?
this. He wanted to hear it, didn't he?
What?
Yeah, we won the first half last year in league with
So
the
that
new,
puts you in the
with
steeplechase.
the new approach.
and we won the second half.
First, we won it, or we finished second.
We won the second half as well.
So we won both halves with the new approach.
And
Does that mean you get to get eliminated once and you're still in the horse race? or-
That would have been fantastic. That would have been great. Joel hits a bomb driver down there on 12, left
Okay.
rough, slight wind out of the west. What do we have? 110. Michael blocks a little wedge to the right in the bunker.
110.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are playing the white tees.
yes,
Oh, okay.
in the
Yeah.
horse race, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And you've never had 110 from the Blues there?
And what happens?
I blocked it right into the bunker.
Well,
Everybody and their mother's heard this story.
Yeah.
I have not actually.
You have.
I have
don't-
not.
You quit lying.
I swear on my life, never.
Joel's bunker shot
15,
was safe.
15, 20 feet.
Was safe. We'll put it that way.
Okay.
But it was on the second, on the
Yeah.
back tier.
I hit.
So the wrong tier of the green.
I lagged a good one down there. Damn near rolls in, and he had a. He'll tell you it's a 3-4 footer. It was probably inside 3 feet,
Okay.
and
Didn't even touch the cup.
yeah, didn't touch the cup.
You could cut the tension in the room right now.
Of all the holes where typically, so the next hole there was like 3 or 4 people hit ball out of
So
bounds and
wait,
made
time out
triples.
for.
So we're out.
You made a 6.
We had to chip off.
Chip off.
We didn't perform so well.
Oh my God! There's a chip off. What happened to the chip off?
The 14 or 17 handicap got it closer than
Yeah.
the 2.
So does
So-
everybody chip, or do you just send one?
The
Everybody
bottom 2
chips.
teams that tied.
Right.
Yeah.
But everybody from your team
Everybody.
chips,
Yeah. Yep.
and it's the closest one wins.
Yep.
Wow.
So that was a doozy. We're out.
I would say
And
I would
had we made it, we would have won had we made it past that hole because there was triples and quads like crazy every hole. I mean, on 13 balls are just flying out of bounds. I mean, just half the groups I think hit it out of bounds.
To the right.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But I'd have
Yeah.
to say on 12, that's one of my favorite pins. Middle, right,
That is a
neck,
cool
right,
pin.
right,
It's a sucker. pin.
middle, right.
Oh yeah.
That's
It's a
a
sucker
sweet
pin.
pin.
Yeah. Left side of the green with a slight fade. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. The wind was out of the west, so I tried.
Drawing it in
No, I tried just holding it against the wind, and I blocked it a touch.
with a 56.
I don't remember what the club was. One of my 5 wedges.
Yeah, he's got plenty of choices at wedge.
But yeah,
That's a tough one.
it was.
Any other years past that you guys made it farther in the horse race?
That was
or-
our first time in the horse race.
Okay.
First time, first year doing the method that we spoke about.
Yeah.
So you're gonna stick with it this year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're in league with the Hanger brothers, just note that they're not going to give you a putt, so stick it right back to them. Don't give them putts that night either.
Usually I putt pretty decently. So.
We like to put everything out for handicap.
Right.
Remember that?
Usually I putt decently.
So,
What's the seasons like?
what's your yeah?
We call it the Redneck Riviera. Oh wait,
Okay.
no, that's just me. It's a good time. It's me and my partner, Chris Strite, used to be, I believe, the pro over at Valparaiso Country Club. He's now out of the business, got a different type of job. So we go there, we have a couple cocktails, and it's like I said, it's me versus a guy on the other team, him versus a guy on the other team, and then a team match. So and
How's the points work then in that?
3 points.
Okay.
Or no, I think it's like 2.5, 2.5, 3, maybe something like that. Yeah. So I think it's still like 5 points or 10 points for the night. And
Okay.
but it's broken up through 3 different matches.
Yeah.
And then what was the other thing I was gonna say? Oh, and then there's different like divisions and whatnot.
Flights?
Yeah. Well, divisions. It's like West Coast, East Coast, Midwest, North Atlantic,
Getting
something.
fancy
Yeah.
over there.
We are actually.
Pac-10.
And we all live on a lake. Private community with their own security.
Little trouble over there. I heard last year though.
No, all fake news.
You mean with the police?
Fake news.
He's giving me a look.
And it's security force.
Move on.
Leave us alone. We don't want your help, Crown Point. Anyways, or Winfield. So yeah, but you have to get into the playoffs, and then the playoffs is
Playoffs?
oh yeah, and that is
Playoffs?
Cutthroat.
We can't even win a
Yeah.
game.
Is it
yeah,
like
so we've made the playoffs every year. So the last 3 years, we've only made it to like the second week or the third week.
So,
it's like-
your playoffs are you're playing
like bracketed?
like a yeah.
Kind of.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So
What
I think
time
it'd
do you
be-
wrap up
I
to
think
do-
it would be more of an event. Well, see, what's nice is the more and more you go into the season is you're losing teams, so you can play your round quicker. You still have 9 holes blocked off.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Ours is when do we play ours? Middle
We
of
play
August.
16 weeks.
you're usually right around Labor Day is the horse race.
Yeah, or the week prior.
Yeah, the Thursday night before Labor Day.
Okay.
I think it's after Labor Day this year, though. The horse race part.
Is it?
I think
Before
so.
before fall league kicks
I
in.
think so. Yeah, big old fall league. I think it would be cool if you played in a league where they switched up the formats weekly. 1 week you're playing 2-man scramble. 1 week
Be
you're
fun.
playing
Alternate shot.
alternate shot, screw your partner, best ball. Maybe you play from a different
Red
set
tee.
of tees, something.
Yeah, tees would be cool too.
I think that'd be.
Although you'd have a bunch of guys bitching.
They always bitch. That's the
True.
best part. So you're never gonna win with golfers.
Bitch going too short, bitch going too far back,
Mm-hmm.
Bitch,
Well,
bitch, bitch.
why'd you
bitch,
cancel
bitch.
it? It wasn't raining when I got here. Oh, why didn't you cancel it? It's freaking raining. Are you an idiot? Yeah, you can never win with golfers.
True.
So, but
Well,
What are you guys looking forward to next week? What do you want to talk about next week? Obviously, we're going to have to cover first week of league
Yeah.
at Yuki, and if
We'll
anybody else
hopefully
is
have
starting
some footage, right? We need to get some
definitely
golf
gonna have some footage.
GoPro footage.
Hopefully we get a good number of putters online so we can dissect those,
Yep.
right? With what everybody's gaming. I'm sure we'll see some nice putters, and I'm sure we'll see some that'll be like,
Some Billy
that thing is
Brews.
older than
Fricky's putter.
dirt.
I've heard about that thing.
Is 5-wood.
I don't know what that is.
He putts with a 5-wood?
It's a putter that looks like a 7-wood, honestly.
Yeah,
No
it does.
way.
Yeah,
Yes. He'll post it.
He did on Facebook a
Yeah.
while ago on his own page, but
And he just kills it. He rolls the rock great,
so
probably.
you can't. Well, he could probably putt and like hit around the greens with it. You know,
It's one of those
that-
like marksman, I think.
the chipper.
My grandfather had one of those. It's like, it's an illegal club. You can't use that thing.
The chipper.
It looked like a doorstop.
That's funny.
Yeah. Or what's that? What was that wedge that Oberholzer was endorsing there for a little while? The XE7 or whatever. Ever see that on the Golf Channel?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I thought you were going to talk about the alien wedge or whatever.
No, it was some weird wedge thing that didn't miss.
Okay.
Guaranteed to hit it on the green or something like that.
Well, you just gave me an idea. So next week we're going to discuss the weirdest thing that is related to golf that you've ever bought. Keep it to yourself so we're surprised. Whether it's a golf watch with like arms that are tees, or some stupid like training aid, or the worst, you bought a gimmicky club like that, or maybe you're out there with the Medicus hitting you in the back of the head trying to get it to stay
yeah.
up on top.
I was just getting ready to say on top of that, gimmicky, how do you think anybody had the nuts to post one of those dick putters that on our Facebook page?
It'd probably be that one guy that was giving us a hard
everybody
time.
the guys that have them,
Ooh, hard time dick putter.
the guys that have them absolutely love them, right? They're always laughing. They got to bring it out. Look at this. Somebody will post one, I guarantee you.
No way.
You don't think?
I'm going no shot.
All right, so
Another
this
sixer.
Another sixer.
on that.
Next thing you know, Michael's giving away another dozen of my,
Yeah.
my golf balls, and I'm down to none.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another sixer that there's a dick putter.
And the name can't be Michael Hanger with the post.
Oh, shoot.
All right. Well, next week, guys, I'll see you then, and we'll talk about the Zurich Classic and how I won and picked another winner with Graham McDowell, and we'll talk.
Well, we'll throw another sixer. We're up to a cool 18 pack. That
Okay.
Graham McDowell does not win.
And I think we're gonna have a call in next week from someone that was playing in the league. I think we can work that out.
yeah,
so
for sure.
We'll circle the wagons when we meet back next week. Have a great week, guys.
Thanks. Have a good one.